Yeah, a very good evening. So today we are going to learn about quadratic equations. So if you want to learn about quadratic equation, you need to know what is quadratic general formula. So the quadratic general formula is ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. This is very important because if you don't know this, you can't do any of the quadratic equation questions. Okay. So why we need to learn the quadratic equation? Because first of all, you need to know what is quadratic equation. So what is quadratic equation? If you see in an equation, the maximum power of x is 2, then that equation we call it as quadratic equation. Understand? Okay, so we need to solve the quadratic equation. So there are two methods to solve. One is through factorization and another one is through the formula. So today I'm going to teach how to solve using the formula and also factorization. Okay, so the first one, so if let's say um, the question is solve x squared plus 6x plus 8 equals to 0. They ask you to solve. So how do you solve? So you solve by using this formula. This is the formula. Okay. So you solve by using this formula. Understand? Okay. So if this is the question, okay, for example, so if this is the question, x squared plus 6x plus 8 is equals to 0. If they ask you to solve, you need to find two values of x. Why two values? Because the maximum power of x is 2, right? So you have two values of x. So to find the two values of x, first you need to find what is A, what is B, and what is C. Then only you can use this formula. Understand? So to find what is A, B, and C, you need to compare this one with general formula. So you compare. So when you compare, in front of x squared, there is nothing. So it's 1. And in front of 1, there is nothing, meaning it's positive. So my A is positive 1. My B is positive 6. And my C is positive 8. Understand? So when I find what is A, B, and C, now I can substitute inside the formula. So I substitute your B is 6 and your B is 6 for A and C. Okay, over 2A. Understand? So it's negative 6. Since it has positive, negative, I can separate it into positive here and negative here. So I solve inside the bracket. It's 6 square, meaning 36. 36 minus 32 is 4. So it's 4 here. Here also 4. So square root of 4 is 2. So negative 6 plus 2, negative 6 minus 2. So negative 6 plus 2 is negative 4. Divide by 2 is negative 2. And negative 6 minus 2 is negative 8. Divide by 2 is negative 4. So I get the two answers already. So this is through formula. Now you need to learn how to solve it through factorization. So how to solve it through factorization? So first, this is the question, right? First, you need to find the multiples of 8. Sorry, factors of 8. So what are the factors of 8? 1 times 8 and 2 times 4. Okay, so you see, first you find the factors of this number, and second, you need to find the sign. The sign is positive. So how to get positive is either positive, 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 or negative, negative, positive. So you are going to do guess and check. So since it's quadratic, you need to have two brackets and also two values of answers of x. So I put x and x here because here is x squared. So first I try one by one, 1 and 8. And the first one I try positive, positive. So when I try multiply, I get positive 9x, but here is positive 6x, so cannot. Next, I try with negative, negative. So the same combination, I try with negative, negative, I will get negative 9x, but here positive 9x, so cannot. Next, I try with 2 and 4 and positive and negative, negative first. So negative 2, negative 4, when I combine, I get negative 6x. Cannot, because here is positive 6x. The last one, I tried positive, positive 2, 4, I get positive 6x. And here also positive 6x. So this is the answer lah. Okay. So I take this one, I solve x plus 2, x plus 4 equals to 0. So this one is equals to 0. So I get x negative 2. And this one also equals to 0. I get x negative 4. So if you see these two is the same one for if you use the formula. Okay. So that's all for today. Thank you.